guys are good. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much. In fact, for you guys, let's get another big round of applause for me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you for coming out to the show. The show tonight is titled Swick Uncensored. Wash your mouth out. I'm serious. That's what it's called. I didn't come up with the name, but I did take everybody's suggestion. So I will break it down for you on why we did name it that. So Swick Uncensored, I'm Eric, Swick, and I will be uncensored tonight. So you will hear some swear words. Why? Because I'm an adult and I've had some shit happen. So you're just going to have to live with it. So wash your mouth out, I'm serious, is actually something my mom used to say. Because I don't know what it is about the 70s and early 80s about soap, but it did taste completely different than it does now. I love the taste of the soap back then. So some people are scared. They're like, oh, my mom used to wash my mouth out with soap. I used to love it. She didn't know this, but I used to swear just so she would wash my mouth out with soap. Yeah, it's true. So she'd be in a different room. I would step on a tack and be like, oh, shit. She'd be like, what did you say? Like, I stepped on a tack. She's like, no, what did you say? I'm like, nothing. She's like, what did you say? I'm like, shit. Okay, get over here. I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap. I mean it. So we'd go over, and she put the bar of soap in my mouth. And I'm like, and then she'd walk away, and I'm like, I don't know what it was. It might have been ivory. I don't know if I can say that. We'll censor that out. Or whatever. But it was delicious. It was so delicious. I used to make up things so that I could have her put soap in my mouth. I even started doing it on my own. You know, you have to do that. You have to. Because whether you're trying to get out of something, like let's say your mom closes you up in the hideaway bed sofa, right? And she's got you closed in there, and you're like, oh, I can get out of this easily. All I have to do is eat some soap. I can't breathe. She'll take you out. She'll be like, what did you say? I'm like, I can't breathe. Let's go get the soap. So we go get the soap. I'm like, so she came home one time, and I had soap in my mouth at the sink. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I can't tell her that I love soap. I'm eating soap, Mom. I can't do that. I said, well, I said a swear word while you were gone, and instead of you punishing me, I'm punishing myself. She was like, God, and she'd walk off. So, that brings me to, I really think that the people who were behind the scenes for this whole thing really deserve an applause. So let's give another round of applause. Huge applause for me again. All right, about half of you. Some of you are on to me. That's pretty good. So, do you guys like impressions?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, me too. I don't do impressions, but it's not all about you, is it? It's not about you. So this is my stuff. My wife is so lazy.
How lazy?
No, thank you. You got that. Let's do that again. My wife is so lazy.
How lazy is she?
I don't have a joke for that. And let me explain to you what happened. So the other day, my wife says, hey, do you have a joke about me? And I didn't. But I didn't want to leave it at that. I didn't want her to feel left out. So I was like, yeah, I do actually. And so I thought that was the end of it. I start to turn around and walk away, and she says, oh, well, what's it about? And I'm like, well, it's about, I couldn't think of anything. Something just crazy. I was like, she'll just shut up if I say, it's about you being lazy. And I thought that was the end of it. But it wasn't. I start to turn around and walk away, and she goes, well, I don't think I'm really lazy. So what's your joke? I don't know what to do. So what I did was, I turned around and I was like, oh, I guess you're going to have to wait to hear it. And I don't have a punchline for it either, because I didn't think it would go that far. I didn't. I really didn't think it would go that far. My goal with this whole thing is to get so successful at stand-up that I get what I classify as the status symbol for comedians. You know what I'm talking about? The bar stool with my drink on it? Because I think that that's exactly what the status symbol is. You see all the good comedians have it. I saw a comedian once, and I was sitting there, and he comes on, and I was like, no Barstool. What? I don't even know if this guy's going to be any good. Like, he's probably going to be horrible. He doesn't even have Barstool water. Which, by the way, is the title for my first comedy special. Barstool water. I might change it to drinks depending on how much alcohol I drink between now and then. But anyway, so Barstool Drinks is a good one. He didn't have a bar stool. You know what he had? He had something even better. He had something that I loved. Whenever he wanted a drink, he would go like this to the front row. I was like, what's he doing? And he'd go over to the front table. He'd take his drink and he'd walk back and he'd drink it. And then he'd walk back, set it down, come back to where he was, and go like this. Hey! And I was thinking to myself, that's awesome. I'm going to do that forever. So you're actually going to see me do that several times throughout the night. So, don't be surprised, right? I love that. You guys like documentaries?
Yes.
Oh, I love documentaries. You know which ones I like? I love the how-to documentaries. How to make yourself better. How to do this. How to build this. How to everything. How to. On my recommendations the other day, it was how to. And it was the perfect one for me. Usually it's like, nah, whatever. This one was perfect for me. It was how to stop procrastinating. It was amazing. Seriously. So I put it on my list to watch later. And I'm very excited to watch it at some other time. If you get a chance to watch How to Stop Procrastinating, I suggest you look it up. Not right now, though. You should definitely do that later. Yeah, definitely do it later. I bought a keyboard the other day. Yeah, it's a computer keyboard, not a piano keyboard, right? Because it's not 1987. So I got a new keyboard, and I brought it home, and I looked at the instructions, right? The instructions were written by a woman. I'm not joking. I could tell. There were no words written on it. Yeah, it's not that kind of joke. Calm down, okay? There were no words written on it. There were 3 pictures. A keyboard with an arrow pointing to a computer. And I read it just like she wanted me to. Just plug it in. Just plug it in. I felt like there should be words or something. I don't know. Why was I reading instructions on a keyboard? I don't know. Man, cats are different people, huh? I'm a cat lover. I love cats. You know how I know I love cats? Because I just referred to cats as people. I tell people I have a cat, and quite often I get the question, oh, are you a cat person? And I tell them, no, I'm not a cat person. I am 100% human. I'm not a werecat. I'm not somebody who transforms into a cat. I'm not a cat person. I've seen that movie. It doesn't end well for anyone. Also, what happens if I say yes? Like, are you a werecat hunter? Are you? What happens? Oh, are you a cat person? Yeah, I am. Bam, bam! Oh, silver bullet to the heart and the head. Right? I actually don't know if that kills werecats. It works for werewolves, but I don't know if it works for werecats. Does anybody know? No werecat hunters? Nobody who knows anything about that? Which is unfortunate, because if we get attacked right now by werecats, we're all screwed. We are. Absolutely. Oh! I used to work for the government, so I'm taking my first of 2 government-sanctioned breaks. If you don't take the break, you lose it. You lose it. You can't give them time. You can't give them the time. You'll see one more of those. That might work later. I'm not sure. Oh, man. So, I stubbed my pinky toe the other day. I have to say pinky toe, right? Because it matters. I can stub my big toe all day long. And I stub my toe and somebody goes, oh, what was that? Oh, I stubbed my toe. They're like, are you okay? Yeah, it was just my big toe. No big deal. Yeah, I stubbed my pinky toe. It's a completely different monster, right? Completely different. It will make you sing like you are the front man of a punk cover band. Seriously, I'm not joking. Here's what happened. I'll act it out for you because it's probably a little better that way, right? So I was making the bed the other day, and I was singing in my head. I'm just kidding. I sing out loud when nobody's here. I was singing my favorite funeral song. Yeah, one person. Yeah, my favorite funeral song, right? "Paint It Black" by the Rolling Stones. Yeah, look at the words. It's a funeral song. Seriously, it's beautiful. I love it. Here's the way it went, okay? Just so you can get the whole feel of it. Hold on. All right. I see a red door and I want to paint it black! Black! Black shit! Black! There's two things I forgot about when you stub your pinky toe. The first one is the pain shoots immediately up to your neck. The pain is crazy. You hear that snap, and it's done. The second thing I forgot about was that you immediately think you broke your toe. You do. You hear it crack, and you're like, oh, I just broke my toe. But then you can't remember what to do. Do I call an ambulance? Do I cut it off and make it feel better? And then my Army medic training kicked in. Do just like you do everything else, right? Buddy tape it and take Motrin. But I didn't do that either. I decided that the best course of action was to walk it off. Right? That's the best thing to do, right? Put blood down there and push it out. Yeah, just right there. Yeah. So here's what I did. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Ow! Shit! Oh! Ow! Oh! Oh! This is my favorite funeral song. Seriously, it is. I am going to change my name, but what I want to do is I want to get your opinion first, okay? I want my last name to be a little bit more European, and so what I'm thinking is Wind and Fire. Right? Do you like that? Wind and Fire? You do? Good. So it's a little deceiving because I'm not changing my real name. I'm changing my porn name. Yeah. So now, since you like that, my new porn name is going to be Girth, Wind and Fire. Which actually is a lot better than my current porn name, which is Balls McKington. Yeah, but no, it's okay because I spell balls B-A-W-L-S, right? Because I want to be different than everybody else who has the same first name. That's right. Hashtag Girth, Wind and Fire. Oh, look. This is my second break, just so you know. If I don't take it.
I think that's third.
No, that's the second. The first one was showing you what the guy did. Yeah, it's keeping track. That's awesome. That's great. I love that.
Good, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah, you don't want to. No, you don't. Hey. Oh man. So. Here's a recommendation. Don't trust anyone. Right? Don't trust anyone. Does anybody remember Christmas when you were growing up? Yeah, Christmas when I was growing up was a little bit different than most people now. Right? The Santa Claus we had back then was completely different than it was now. First of all, you had to go to the mall. Classy. Yeah, because that's where Santa was. Santa now has that beautiful white hair. Clean suit, right? Polished everything. Yeah, my Santa wasn't like that. No, it was off-white hair, almost yellow. I don't know why, right? Dirty suit, smelled like beer, cigarettes, bad life choices, anchovies, and almost exactly like the Easter Bunny did 8 months prior. It was a little suspicious, right? But it didn't matter to me. I went up and I was like, we're poor, we can't really afford much. This is my chance. This is my chance to get what I want. Here's a little background information. Not a lot of people back then had an Atari in their house, right? That was a big deal back then. So I thought, I got it. I get on his lap, right? The Santa Claus that I had always let out a big sigh when you came up, right? He said, oh God, you beat good this year. Next. Tomorrow night, what do you want? And you tell him. And I told him what I wanted, and I waited 2 weeks. You have to wait 2 weeks, at least, because he's got to make it, right? It's not magic. It's not like it's magic. He's got to have his sweatshop elves make it. So I wait 2 weeks. Christmas Day comes. You go out. You look under the tree, and you scan. And by now, you already know. You're like, oh, that's a book. Oh, that's from my grandma? Yeah, she knitted that. Yeah. Oh, that's a circular tin with cookies in it? No, that's full of sewing stuff. And there it was. Holy shit, it's leaning up against the back. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. We're going to be one of the only people I know, besides my mom's coworker, who has an Atari in their house. So you save it till last, right? You got to save it till last. So I pick it up. Everything's done. Everybody's excited. Oh, everybody's laughing. Oh, hey, yeah, open it. And I was like, oh, it's going to be great. So I pick it up, and I open it like Charlie does the chocolate bar that's got the golden ticket in it. You know what I'm talking about. I think that's brown. That's an Atari. And then you tear it open. I'm sorry. There it is. It's an Atari. I get choked up. Still. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be. And everyone's like, open it. So I open it, and I start taking the packaging out, right? You know, all the socks and the underwear and the t-shirts. Yeah, no, seriously, yeah, and then it's empty. And I realized my mom had gotten a box from her coworker and thought it would be funny. Yeah, oh, no, seriously. And at that point, I realized that Santa Claus was in fact the Easter Bunny. And he was getting one over on me. Don't trust anybody ever. Seriously, don't. Oh, here we go. Oh, I know what you're thinking, right? That was your third one. But my supervisor went home early, so I get to take another break without anybody saying anything. Hey! Oh, man, I lived in Georgia for a little while. I know, that's exactly the way I feel. We lived next door to this amazing couple. Seriously, super nice, like overly nice. Like, you know that nice where you're like, I think they murder people. Yeah, the neighbor had a ton of broomsticks outside her back door. Not brooms, nothing attached to it, just the sticks. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, you're not mopping that much where you're breaking stuff. So I figured it out in my head. And I like to imagine that at night, in the dark, in her backyard, she was doing kung fu. Yeah, no, it's a legitimate thought, right? And here's what I pictured. One day I'm gonna get to use this shit. And one day, she did. I'm happy to say she did. It was about 12:30 one early one morning, I guess. My oldest son comes knocking on our bedroom door. And I'm like, I do the same thing that everybody else does when something happens and you just wake up, right? What's going on? Is somebody here? What's going on? Is it time to get up? It's 12:30. What's going on? And I get up and I answer the door. And my son's at the door. And he says, hey, I heard a gunshot, and I think I'm supposed to wake you up for that. Yeah, you are. There's 2 unwritten rules in the house, right? If you hear a gunshot, or if a UFO's landing in the backyard, you need to wake somebody up so that they can, witness that. So my wife and I, we're going to go outside and see what's going on, right? So we go outside, out in the backyard where it's dark, because I don't want to get shot. It's Georgia. So we go out in the backyard, and I hear something in the neighbor's yard. And it's her, thank God. And we start talking, and she's like, well, it's just like one shot. So it's probably just either somebody who had an accident, Oh, there's a party over there. He probably just had an accident or probably killed himself. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, okay, great. So the cops come down the road, red and blue lights flash, and we're like, well, we better go talk to the cops. So we start to go out to talk to the cops. And we get about to the sidewalk, and she stops. And she looks back at the backyard. Her spidey sense is tingling. And she goes, what was that? Somebody just threw something up against your house. What was that? And I was like, I don't know. You should go check it out. And so we go back over there. She's in front because I'm not getting shot. And she gets to the backyard. And we wait because let her go back there. I'm not going there. And here's what we hear. Hey! And then we hear the broomsticks fall. Oh, shit. This is going to be good. And she goes, hey, you go pick that up right now. I see you right there, little man. And then we hear, fuck you, bitch. No, she's going to get shot. She didn't get shot. The next thing we hear is, what the did you just say to me? Whack! Holy shit. I'm going, man. I'm going to pick that up. What the fuck just happened? He comes out holding a sweatshirt, all wadded up. She comes out behind him with a broomstick. The cop's now looking at us like, what's going on? And she's like, excuse me, officer. He's got a gun in that sweatshirt, and you need to come get him. He's going to come over to you. He's got a fucking gun in his sweatshirt? He had a gun the whole time. She had a broomstick. And one with a broomstick and kung fu. Now, the moral of the story here, there's a lesson, okay? No matter what anybody tells you. I don't care what anybody tells you. They won't make fun of you. Practice your kung fu, man. Practice it. You never know when you're going to need that shit. Seriously. It's seriously, it's underrated. Do your kung fu. Man, my supervisor's not back yet. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Hey! I threw the hey in there. The other guy didn't say it. I was thinking, hey. Phones it out or something. Man, I hate my phone. I hate my phone. And my phone hates me. 100% hates me. Seriously. Hates me. I just said seriously, thinking my phone was going to go, I didn't understand that. It hates me. Seriously. And I'm okay with that relationship. You know? Hate me. I hate you. You hate me. Whatever. Here's another little piece of background information. I make homemade soap. My business just expanded a little bit. I had to get a new soap cutter. So I ordered a soap cutter online. I got it while my wife was at work. And I was excited. Now, I set the soap cutter up. And I set it up really nicely. I put a bunch of soap in the cutter. And I took a picture of it, and I sent it to my wife. Now, my wife works in a place where she doesn't download pictures very fast. So I sent the caption, got soap in my new cutter. And I sent it. A couple minutes later, I wanted to check and see if she got that. And I realized that I wanted to send, I got soap in my new cutter. What my phone thought I should say was, I got soap in my new cooter. So now my wife's at work, picture's not downloading, and she's got a message that says, I got soap in my new cooter. What's she thinking? I told her I'd never send those pictures again. But anyway, no, so that begs the question. I know what you're thinking. How often does Eric send anyone the word cooter? I don't even put it on my phone. Except in incognito mode. But anyway, that's beside the point. It shouldn't come up. That shouldn't even be a thing, right? Much less, if I type in new cutter, you shouldn't think I ordered a new cooter. Right? I don't have an old cooter I don't have a new cooler. I don't even have a cooler. Thanks for noticing. My face is up here. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hey. Oh man, one of my favorite times that I've ever had in my life. 100% one of the favorite times that I've ever had in my life. Very short period. Was when I did magic. Now, I used to do close-up magic, right? Cards, coins, and ropes. I loved it. Oh, it was my favorite thing. And I remember I did this show for a small group of people, and when the show was over, I like to kind of stand up there and clean up, just in case anybody wants to come up and go, oh, can I have your autograph? I never did. Anyway, and so I watched everybody walking off, holding hands, and I'm watching right in front of me, and this guy's looking back. And all of a sudden, he lets go. He pulls away from his lady's hand. I was like, oh, here we go. He wants my autograph. He comes up to me and says, hey, I saw that last rope trick that you did, and I know how to do it, and I can do it better than you. Oh, okay, great. Thanks, man. In fact, I want to see this. I really do. So I reach in my pocket because I always keep rope and scissors in my pocket, no matter where I go. And I said, hey, show me how you do that trick. And he says, no, I can't. And I said, you can't? I can't. Why can't you? Because I refuse to give away the secrets of magic. And he turns around and walks off. And I'm thinking in my head, what an asshole. Fix your attitude. And so nice as can be, as politely as I could, I said, excuse me, sir. And he turns around and I said, you're a fucking asshole. Fix your fucking attitude. And his lady decides to chime in, right? And she goes, you're a fucking asshole. He's 6 years old. I didn't expect that. I didn't. So my brain is working overtime. I came up with, at the time, the best comeback for that. Followed up by, immediately, I said the best insult I could think of at the time. So she says that, and I go, yeah, well, age is just a number, you f***ing MILF. And I walked off. I didn't know what to do. Thank you guys so much for having me here. Seriously, this is a dream come true. I love you. You're beautiful. Don't forget to tip your waitress. I'm out of here.